You can change the way you think about money in just 7 days. It may sound unbelievable, but think about it this way. Where is your current mindset getting you financially? And if you want new results, you need a completely new mindset. This video isn't about get rich quick, it's about resetting your financial operating system. Start today, and you'll never look at money the same way again. Over the past 6 years, I've helped thousands of people change the way they think and act about money. What I've learned is, wealth doesn't start in the wallet, it starts in the head. There are people who earn a lot of money but are always in need. And there are also people who are average, but with the right mindset, they build lasting financial freedom. In this video, I will take you through 7 days, 7 completely different perspectives on thinking about getting rich. Each day is an important piece to rebuild your financial map. No dogma, no empty theory, just practical things you can start today. In the next 7 days, you will not need to memorize any formulas for getting rich. You also do not need to memorize empty advice like must save, must invest, or must work hard. Instead, we will gradually remove the hidden error codes in financial thinking and replace them with 7 rich thinking systems that successful people secretly use every day. This is the journey to reset the financial operating system in your head, and it takes place in exactly 7 days. Each day is a clear, easy to understand, easy to apply step. Each day is a step. Each step is a layer of roots that is replaced. And when you finish these 7 days, you will not only understand what rich thinking is, you will become the owner of it. Are you ready? Today is the first day and the most important day. Because if you don't know what operating system is running in your head, then all the changes that follow are temporary. Imagine, your mind is like a phone. If you just install a few new apps without updating the operating system inside, they will conflict, lag, and even freeze. And the same goes for personal finance. You can learn how to invest, save, earn money, but if inside you still run the operating system of lack, fear of making mistakes, self-doubt, then all new skills will be blocked. So, what is the financial operating system? It is the unconscious beliefs that you have carried from childhood to adulthood. Money is hard to earn. People with money are bad people. I am not the type of person who is good at calculating. Getting rich is only for lucky people. These lines of code were not programmed by you. They come from your parents, your teachers, society, the media, and if you don't realize it, you will live your whole life following a program that you did not write. Today, I want you to do something simple but very powerful. Write down 5 sentences that you have heard or believed about money. It could be, money can't buy happiness, or, to be rich, you have to take risks. Then ask yourself, is this sentence still true for me today? Who planted it in me? And do I choose to keep it? This is not a spiritual exercise. This is a step to remove the old code, to prepare to install a new mindset. Because if you don't rewrite the operating system in your head, society will write it for you. And once you start living with the mindset you choose, you will see the way you earn money changes. The way you spend money changes. And most importantly, the way you think about yourself also changes. Yesterday, you began to identify the financial operating system running in your head. Today, we move on to a key question. Who is really in control of your finances? You may be thinking, me. I'm working, earning, spending, managing everything. But let's slow down a bit. Look at your recent financial decisions. Have you ever bought something just because all your friends have it? Have you ever put off investing just because your family said it was too risky? Have you ever taken a job that wasn't right for you just because your parents said stability is good? If you've ever found yourself in one of these situations, the truth is, you've unconsciously given control of your finances and your future to someone else. Ownership is when you stand up and say, this is my life, my money, my direction, and I am fully responsible for it. This doesn't mean you don't listen to feedback, but you know what your core values are and where the limits of outside influence lie. Today, I want you to do a simple but powerful exercise. Write down 3 financial decisions you've made that were influenced by others. Next, write down, what's keeping you from doing what you want? Fear of offending? Fear of being wrong? Lack of information? And finally, write this sentence in big print. From today, I take back all financial control into my own hands. I will learn enough, understand enough, and make smart enough decisions. Because if you don't own your money, there will always be someone else using money to control you. And the best part is, you don't need anyone's permission to take back that control. You just need to start. By day 3, you've begun to take control of your financial thinking. But to go further, you need to change the way you think about money. Most of us are taught, if you want more money, make more money. But the rich don't think in terms of making, they think in terms of exchanging value. They don't ask, how can I make $10 million? They ask, how can I give $10 million in value to someone? Money at the end of the day is just a measure of perceived and given value. If you can't give value, money won't come. If you give value superficially, money will come and go quickly. But if you create real value consistently, money will come to you as a natural consequence. Today, I want you to stop asking, what can I do to earn more income? And start asking, who needs what I can help with? What problem is the value I create solving for others? For example, if you write well, who needs quality content? If you are good at organizing, who needs system support? If you have overcome difficulties, who needs to hear your story? Value doesn't have to be grand. It can be advice, a connection, an action that helps someone move forward. The important thing is that you give first and believe that it is valuable. Today's exercise. Choose something you know you are good at and give it to someone for free. Without asking for anything in return, without expecting anything in return, just give as someone with an abundance mindset. Because rich people don't hunt for money. They sow value and let the money come naturally. After 3 days, you understand your mindset is the root. You are the only one who controls your cash flow. And money only comes when you give real value. But there is an important truth that very few people tell you. Wealth does not come from what you see. It comes from what you do not see, but you are quietly building every day. That is today's mindset. Invisible accumulation mindset. Ordinary people focus on accumulating visible assets, cars, houses, new phones, branded goods. Rich people focus on accumulating invisible assets. Knowledge, systemic thinking, communication skills, calmness in a crisis, patience, discipline, decision-making ability. These things cannot be shown off online. No one likes you because you read books every night or spend 1 hour a week learning personal finance. But those are the things that create real, lasting, sustainable assets. Intangible assets are the foundation. And if you want to build a tall house of wealth, you have to dig deep. Today, I want you to answer 3 questions. What intangible assets are you accumulating? What skills have you taken for granted but actually have the greatest upside? And if you could spend 30 minutes a day investing in one skill, which would you choose? There are no shortcuts, but there is a shorter path. That is to persistently invest in the inside while others are busy collecting on the outside. Because in the end, people don't become successful because they know what to do. They become successful because they become the kind of person who can do it. And true wealth doesn't come from money. It comes from who you become. If there is one asset that we are all given the same amount of every day, it is time. Rich people have 24 hours. You have 24 hours too. But why do they build systems while you always feel like you don't have enough time? The answer lies here. Busy people use their calendars to run after work. Rich people use their calendars to shape their freedom. This is the mindset of day 5. Time thinking. Thinking and acting with time like a strategist. Average people let their calendars be occupied by other people. Unnecessary meetings. Urgent but not important work. Text messages, emails, notifications, constantly popping up. Rich people do the opposite. Before the new week starts, they book in advance for reading time, learning new skills, strategic thinking time, healthcare and energy recovery time, and especially financial time. Time to check, review cash flow, investment, personal financial plan. They do not let others jump in to buy their time without going through the value filter. Today, I want you to do a very simple action but change the whole way your life operates. Open your phone calendar and set a fixed time frame each week, just 30 minutes, called personal financial time. In that time frame, you do not check email, do not use social networks, do not be disturbed. You just sit down and answer 3 questions. Where do I spend money this week? What do I invest in myself? What do I need to prepare next week to better control my finances? If you do not control your schedule, others will control you. And if you let time pass you by, financial freedom will always be a dream someone else is living, not you. On day 5, you learned how to manage your most precious resource, time. But today, we're going to enter a territory that most people fear, and that fear keeps them in their comfort zone. That's risk. When most people hear the word risk, they immediately think losing money, losing effort, losing face, and worst of all, losing confidence in themselves. But rich people don't think that way. They don't see risk as something to avoid. They see it as the price of admission to the real playing field. This is the mindset of day 6, opportunity mindset. That is, instead of avoiding risk, you learn to play small to learn big. Rich people are good at making calculated bets. They don't take risks, they experiment. They don't put all their eggs in one basket, they test a small portion, measure, learn the lesson, and then expand. While ordinary people wait to be sure before doing it, rich people understand nothing is certain. But there are things worth trying. Today, you don't need to invest millions or quit your job to start a business. You just need to choose one thing you've always wanted to do but always procrastinated because you were afraid of making mistakes. Practice exercise. Write down the thing you were afraid to do because you thought, what if you fail? Reduce it to one small action in the next 24 hours. Do it and observe. What did you learn? What emotions appeared? You may still be worried, but you will no longer be tied down. And each small, courageous action today is the seed capital for great confidence in the future. Rich people are not less afraid than you. They just act, even when they are afraid. We have been together for 6 days. From the operating system of thinking, to how to control finances, to giving value, to accumulating invisible, to using time strategically, to taking calculated risks. And today, you are ready to step into the final level of thinking, legacy thinking. It is no longer about how much money you have in your account. This is the question you must answer with your heart. Being rich, for what? Maybe you want freedom. You want to retire early. You want to take care of your family. Great, but what happens after that? After you have enough, what do you want to leave behind? The truly rich do not just make money, they leave a legacy. Not just assets, but life values, thoughts, positive influences that last beyond generations. Think of people like Warren Buffett, Muhammad Yunus, or even ordinary people who leave behind a book, a scholarship, or a lesson for their children and grandchildren. They don't just live, they live to leave. Today's assignment doesn't have to be complicated. Just 3 questions, and answer them honestly. If I were gone tomorrow, what would remain of me? What do I want my children, students, and community to remember me for? And from now on, how will I live to make that happen? Then write a personal financial statement. Short, 3 sentences. Sentence 1. What do I live for? Sentence 2. What do I want to get rich for? Sentence 3. What will I leave for the next generation? No need to write well, just write honestly. Because when you are clear about the legacy you want to leave, every financial decision you make today will be powerful, wise, and inspiring. And when you live as a person with a legacy, you are no longer just a seeker of wealth, you are an inspiration for others to become rich in more meaningful ways. The past 7 days are just the beginning. Because thinking rich is not a destination, but a habit that needs to be nurtured every day. And to help you not fall back into the old rut, today I share 5 steps to maintain a rich mindset you can apply immediately. Step 1. Create a financial thinking calendar every week. Spend 30 minutes to review your cash flow, adjust your goals, and learn something new related to money. Step 2. Rewrite your financial manifesto every month. Remind yourself, what are you doing for? For whom? What do you leave behind? Step 3. Choose an intangible asset and develop it every quarter. It can be a skill, a mindset, a calmness, or the ability to inspire. It is more durable than any material investment. Step 4. Build a positive thinking circle. Connect with at least 2 to 3 like-minded people. Send each other lessons, feedback, support each other to keep the fire of thinking. Step 5. Evaluate and congratulate yourself every 90 days. Review your journey, acknowledge small steps forward, and reward yourself for your commitment. Simple, but extremely powerful. Because if you keep repeating these 5 things, the rich mindset will not only be in your head, but will be present in every action. If you've come this far, allow yourself a moment and acknowledge yourself. Not everyone has the patience to spend 7 consecutive days overhauling their entire financial mindset, but you did. And that's a sign of someone ready to move to a new level of living. This journey doesn't stop on day 7. It continues. Every week, every month, every choice you make from today onwards. Remember, rich is not a number. Being rich is about living with purpose, values, and not being controlled by money. If you feel like this 7-day journey has truly changed the way you think about money, don't let it just stop at one video. Turn that change into a new commitment to living. Comment below the video, "I choose to live with a rich mindset," as a promise to yourself, and also to let me know you're still with me. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell because I'll continue to share new content every week, not only to help you understand your finances, but to master the game of thinking. And if you know someone who needs a nudge to look at money differently, share this video with them. A well-timed video can change the course of a life. Now, start with the smallest action. Commit right here.